Outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Today, week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Man in motion left. That's Collins.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. To throw is Duggan. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
First down, here's White. And able to work his way down to the 16.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rashad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived to the receiver. big-time read, big-time play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
6:37.
Now Carr throwing on second down.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Saints at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Saints.
Ashton Doolin.
Touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession.
And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Duggan looking to throw.
Steps away to his left.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
St. Brown in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. You look at the Saints defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Throwing, Duggan.
Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Duggan to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On second down, Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here is 3rd and 5. Carr, he wants to change up the look here.
93.
They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Carr now on 1st down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
Express, 29, 29, 618. Express. Set.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You're mine.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Second and 10.
Hey, 734. 93. 93.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
And this one too low.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr.
That is caught.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Carr going to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Duggan now to throw. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Nico Collins.
44 yards. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Down. 93.
Now Carr again. Flush to his right.
Again, it's Johnson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Here's Kamara on the read option. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Focus, boys, focus.
Here we go.
Down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
7:34. Later, 9.
Now Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Colin Saunders never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Duggan will look to throw this. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Duggan.
Looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Kill. Hey, later, 2.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Kamara, as time expires in the 1st half. And the Saints have taken the lead on the final play of the 1st half.
Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Now Carr.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And now Carr changing the formation.
On play action, they'll throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
93.
On first down, Carr. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Carr. Touchdown!
Juwan Johnson,
26 yards.
and the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
The
Point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 72 yards. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Again, it's Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll throw with Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This a 2nd and 8.
Express.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
In motion left, Godwin. Throwing, Duggan. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Duggan looking to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Duggan to throw.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Demario Davis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
7:34.
Carr to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
That is incomplete.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Later 9. And later 2. 29.
Now Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
6-18. Express.
Here's Carr.
And incomplete on the deep ball. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This from 55 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
First throw of overtime for Carr.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Here we go with Kamara.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, That means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Throwing his Carr. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true.